Marcia Winbeckler, and my husband Roland and I own CakeSuppliesPlus.com. We're professional cake decorating instructors, and we've appeared on the Food Network and TLC's Ultimate Cake Off. We're also known for our life-size cake sculptures that we do of and for celebrities, and photos of those are available on our website too. I want to show you how to use a pearl or bead mold, and before I use it I want to just put a little bit of shortening on my fingers and go through and get it in the little bead sections. The next thing that I would do is roll out a mixture, half gum paste, half fondant, and that can vary a little bit depending on what size of the pearls or beads that you're trying to make. In this case, for the largest of this pearl mold makes 6mm, 8mm, and 10mm. I'm going to make the 10mm right now, but so half and half is fine. Might want to go higher on the gum paste as you get to the smaller sizes. It's easier to come out. And I've just sort of roughly with my hand rolled out the mixture into a little log. But to get rid of any variance in the depth and thickness there, I'm going to use 2 fondant smoothers and go back and forth. And the depth that I'm trying to achieve is about the width of the section of pearls that I'm going to be making on the mold. So a little bit bigger is okay, but if I get too much bigger, then it's more work getting rid of the excess. So that would be about right. And I'll bring back in the mold now. And I want to lay this on top of the mold and then get a little more shortening on my fingertips and just press this down into the mold. And tear away any excess on the edges. Now I take my fondant smoother again. I put a little bit of shortening on the edge, and I'm just going to scrape across the top of the pearls until it thins out, and then I pull away the excess where it's thinned out. If you have one that happens to be that maybe your log wasn't quite thick enough, you can put some of this in the excess. Some of this excess in that area. I see one here that's a little bit not quite deep enough, so I'll add that on there. And then just keep peeling away the extra, so that all you want to end up seeing in the end, and I'm going with my fondant smoother at about a 45-degree angle and pulling towards me. And then I can scrape away the excess. See how on the side that I'm pulling from, it's getting a nice clean edge of just the pearl shape. So I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing from the other side. All I want to see is that pearl shape, because if I see any rough edges, it's going to show on the cake also. So scooting it in. Again, so I get a nice clean edge there. And then the way that I would take this out of the mold, if you happen to get a flaw or something that's in one of the center ones, that's okay, because you can cut these apart and attach them in sections. So don't worry if it doesn't ruin the whole sheet of them. So the way to get this out, I'll go back on my mat so you can see better, is I would lean it over and sort of pry apart the mold until they start popping out. There you are. I would probably brush those with some pearl dust, and they'd really look attractive on the cake. And the pearl or bead molds are on our website at cakesuppliesplus.com. We also carry the fondant smoothers and the pearl dust, just about everything you need to decorate cakes.